What's up, everybody?
Practice jersey pretty quick.
Yeah, they ripped it pretty the first day, but got a new one out there today.
Who's the culprit?
I'm not sure. Just competition's the culprit.
You take that as kind of a compliment, though, that they have to actually tear your jersey to hold you and stop you?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny, you know, like me and the D-line like laughed about it, and like some of my like old college friends and, you know, the fans got a good laugh out of it and stuff like that. And, you know, I was like joking around to the offensive line, like, yeah, you guys got to do all this to stop me and stuff like that. But, you know, it's friendly competition, and that type of stuff happens when you're going full speed, you know.
Looked like there were a couple snaps where you got a chance to bump out to go against the tackles today. I thought you were going against Neal at one point. Just was curious, when you take those challenges when you get to see them? Yeah,
we had a play where our outside linebacker had to cover somebody in the flat, and I had to pop to outside contain from a 3 technique. And, you know, I like being out there on the edge in space sometimes, but, you know, I primarily like rushing from a 3 technique, but I still like switching it up from time to time and going against different guys. And you know, Evan Neal's he's going to be a great player, and, you know, it's fun going against him.
Is there any, like, instances with a young guy, especially like Evan Neal, do you, like, pull him to the side and maybe teach him stuff, give him little tips that he can use to go against opponents, or do you kind of keep all that to yourself?
I haven't really had a chance to talk to him so much yet. That's probably some of the offensive lines. You know, I'm sure Andrew Thomas and some of those guys are taking care of him right now. I'm still trying to look out for some of my rookies. But, you know, I obviously want him to be good, so I'm going to give him my best whenever I have a chance to go against him, and that's the only way he's going to get prepared, you know, for when it's time to go against another person. And, you know, like I said, he's big, he's strong, and he's catching up on the game pretty quickly.
Speaking of your rookies, what have you seen from Kayvon?
Kayvon, you know, like in OTAs, he didn't practice too much, but, you know, we're glad to have him back out here now, and, you know, we're waiting to put the pads on to see where everybody's at, going full speed and full physicalness. And, you know, so far he's, you know, we're all, not just him, trying to just learn the playbook and the speed of the game right now.
Leonard, how much have you noticed the uptick in the motion that the offense is showing you? And, you know, Brian says that he wants to create conflict in the defense. What have you noticed the differences, and does it create conflict?
I think it does. You know, the offense is showing a lot of diversity, and it definitely confuses defenses. And I think when you have, you know, enough weapons on offense, you can you allow your offense to have that type of diversity, and you know, I think it's good for the offense.
You can tell already that with their most pre-snap stuff that it's making you think more, maybe?
Yeah, you know, I'm a defensive lineman, so I get my checks most of the time from linebackers and stuff like that. But I could just hear the safeties and linebackers and second-level communication, and it's constantly changing because I could tell motions and stuff like that are happening while my hand's in the dirt, because I could hear those guys communicating in the back end. And, you know, it's causing a little bit of confusion. And it's good for us as well, you know, as a defense, you know, learn our communication and things that we have to check and all that stuff as well. And like I said, it's, you know, the offense is doing a good job of creating that diversity.
As a defense, I mean, during the season, you went against teams last year that used pre-snap motion, like you said, collectively. Sometimes it's done for eye candy, but then other times, I guess it's more dangerous when it's actually with a purpose. Do you guys almost get a sense you can tell the difference?
Yeah, even the eye candy stuff, it's like a lot of times they'll do it just to see if like we're in man or zone and stuff like that, which is still helpful for the offense. But, you know, even further than that, they're doing it, like you said, just to create different matchups, create different type of weapons and stuff like that. And, you know, sometimes get like a really speedy, like slot type of guy lined up on a, you know, a linebacker, which is a mismatch and stuff like that. And they're doing a good job of that right now.
Is the defense still in a feeling out stage, trying to learn everything, or how far along are you?
We pretty much almost installed everything during OTAs. We're still learning. We're still like restarting, obviously, and we didn't put everything in yet. But you know, I feel like near the end of OTAs, guys were picking it up pretty quickly. Feels like we got it down pretty good. The communication was good, and now we're, you know, starting from the beginning again, and it's like it feels even easier learning it this time around.
You feel like you're going to be any good?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Wink is a great coach. I feel like this defense is doing a good job of coming together and being like a unified defense, and I think that's the most important thing with a defense that has so many moving parts. You know what I mean? The communication and the unity as a defense is really major.